Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have something special for you, the all-new 2026 Samsung Galaxy A7. Sit back and relax as we take a deep, hands-on look at everything this phone brings to the table. From design and display to cameras, performance, battery life, and software, I'll walk you through the good, the great, and the subtle details that matter when you're deciding whether to upgrade. If you enjoy honest, thorough reviews, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss future uploads. Now let's jump right in. Right out of the box, the Galaxy A7 gives off a premium vibe. Samsung clearly wanted to blur the lines between mid-range and flagship, and it shows in the materials and finish. The frame is lightweight metal alloy with a satin finish that resists fingerprints, and the back panel blends matte glass with a soft touch that feels comfortable in hand while still looking classy. The phone's balance is excellent, it sits snugly in the palm without feeling top-heavy. The buttons are tactile with a satisfying click, and the power and volume placement make one-handed use effortless. There is a subtle but intentional curve where the screen meets the frame, which not only helps with grip but also makes gestures feel smooth and natural. The display on the Galaxy A7 is a highlight. Samsung equipped it with a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED panel with a high refresh rate. Colors are vivid, contrast is deep, and brightness is strong enough to comfortably use outdoors even on bright days. The adaptive refresh rate intelligently lowers the frame rate for static content to save power, and ramps it up to 120 Hz when you're gaming or scrolling. HDR playback is excellent, giving streaming shows and landscape videos more depth and dynamic range. The in-display fingerprint sensor is fast and reliable, and Face Unlock works well in good lighting. Overall, the screen is one of those components you fall in love with after a few minutes of use. Camera systems used to be the biggest differentiator in phones, and Samsung didn't slack here. The Galaxy A7 sports a triple camera array that punches above its segment. The primary sensor is a high-resolution 108-megapixel unit with large pixel binning to improve low-light performance. Daytime photos are rich, detailed, and true to life without oversaturation. The ultrawide lens captures expansive landscapes and group shots with minimal distortion and good edge detail. Samsung also included a periscope-style telephoto lens that reaches optical zoom levels usually found in higher-end devices, making portraits and distant subjects crisp without aggressive software sharpening. Night mode has improved considerably, intelligently combining multiple exposures to reduce noise while preserving texture. Video is stable, and the phone supports 4K recording with electronic stabilization. There are useful software tricks too, such as AI scene optimization and smart composition suggestions, which help even casual photographers get better results quickly. Under the hood, the Galaxy A7 is powered by a modern octa-core processor tailored for efficiency and performance. Paired with ample RAM and fast storage, the device handles multitasking effortlessly. Apps open quickly, switching between heavy apps is smooth, and even demanding mobile games run with high frame rates and stable thermal behavior. Samsung's cooling design keeps the phone comfortable during long sessions, and a special performance mode lets you prioritize GPU and CPU resources for gaming. Storage options are generous and expandable in select regions, so you won't be forced into painful compromises if you like to keep lots of music, videos, or large apps locally. Battery life is another area where the A7 surprises. With a large 5500 mAh battery and Samsung's adaptive power management, this phone easily stretches into 2-day territory with moderate use. Streaming video, social media, and web browsing consume power predictably, while gaming and prolonged camera use will of course shorten the interval between charges. Fast wired charging gets you back to 90% in under an hour and supports smarter charging modes that extend long-term battery health. Wireless charging is available in higher trims, and reverse wireless charging lets you top up accessories or another phone in a pinch. For many users, this combination of battery capacity and management will be a decisive factor. On the software front, Samsung ships the A7 with the latest One UI iteration built on Android. The interface is polished and feature-rich while remaining approachable. Samsung has fine-tuned notifications, privacy settings, and multitasking features like split screen and floating windows. There are several useful additions for productivity, including secure folders, seamless cloud integration, and native support for DeX-style desktop modes that let you connect to a larger display for a laptop-like experience. Samsung's update policy has improved too. This model comes with a multi-year guarantee for security updates and major Android upgrades depending on the region, which gives peace of mind for users who like to keep their device for several years. Connectivity options are robust. The A7 supports the latest cellular bands, including wide 5G coverage for compatible networks. Wi-Fi 6E ensures fast local network speeds and low latency for streaming and gaming. Bluetooth has been upgraded for more stable connections to earbuds and wearables. GPS and location services are accurate and fast locking, which helps with navigation and fitness tracking. There's an NFC chip for contactless payments and quick pairing with supported devices. For those who still prize a headphone jack, Samsung kept a variant in some markets, while other markets get USB Type-C audio and high-resolution wireless audio support. Design choices extend to color and finish. Samsung offers a tasteful palette from understated mineral gray to bold gradient hues that shift with light. The aesthetics are contemporary without being flashy, and the materials feel solid. The phone is also rated with an IP rating for water and dust resistance, which adds another layer of durability for everyday life. If you're a case person, you'll find many third-party options, but the phone looks good enough that some users will prefer to use it without a cover. Security and privacy are taken seriously. In addition to biometric unlock methods, Samsung's Knox security platform provides hardware and software-level protections for sensitive data. There are options for encrypted backups and secure authentication for banking apps. App permissions are transparent and granular, and the settings make it straightforward to see which apps access location, camera, and microphone. This is important for people who use their phones for financial transactions and work-related tasks. Let's talk user experience through some typical day-to-day scenarios. If you're a content creator, the camera, long battery life, and smooth display make the A7 a great choice for on-the-go filming and editing. The phone's photo and video modes provide flexibility, while the editing tools are accessible and powerful enough to craft shareable content without moving to a desktop. For students and professionals, the performance and multitasking features keep productivity high and let you switch between notes, presentations, and video calls without stuttering. Gamers will appreciate the sustained performance and responsive display. For everyday users, the software conveniences such as quick share, integrated smart home controls, and one-handed mode simply make life easier. No phone is perfect, so let's be candid about where the A7 could improve. While the display is excellent, some power users may miss the absolute peak brightness or color calibration of Samsung's flagship S series. The software, despite being feature-packed, includes a handful of pre-installed apps which can be disabled but not always removed depending on region. In some markets, the expandable storage option is limited to certain variants, so if you depend on a micro SD slot, check the exact model for your region. Also, while the camera system is competitive, in extremely low light conditions some ultra-premium phones still have an edge thanks to larger sensors and specialized optics. Who is this phone for? If you want a device that looks and feels premium without a flagship price tag, that excels in everyday photography and media consumption, and that lasts through a long day or two without panicking about battery life, the Galaxy A7 is a compelling choice. It's targeted at users who want a modern set of features, reliable performance, and a polished software experience without needing every top-tier flagship capability. Families, students, content creators, and professionals on a budget will likely find the balance of features and value very attractive. Pricing and availability vary by market, so check local retailers and carriers for exact configurations, colors, and offers. Samsung typically runs trade-in and carrier promotions around launch that can significantly reduce the upfront cost or add bundled accessories like earbuds and chargers. If you're considering an upgrade, compare offers for trade-in programs and carrier deals to get the best value.